going on, you guys? This is your girl Vanessa Smilez, and I don't know why there's an echo, but yes, this is your girl Vanessa Smilez. We are live from the Smilez 69 Network Show. We are talking about dating today, and today I have my lovely co-host, Priscinda, and also Miss Beauty Doll. What's going on, y'all?
Hey, Vanessa Smilez.
How are y'all doing?
Lovely. How about yourself?
Good. How was y'all week? What did y'all do? Anything special?
I work.
This week for me was about pulling my life together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've been pulling my life together, working on my projects while doing fall cleaning, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I love cleaning.
Yes.
I clean I'm one of them people that clean up with my emotions. Yeah. I'm mad or I'm just pissed off. I'm cleaning up.
I start doing that too. It's a huge distraction when if a nigga makes me mad or upset or anything like that in any way, shape, or form. I'm like, all right, let's start getting rid of shit, just like we're getting rid of niggas.
Need to wipe it on out stage and all that.
Let's get rid of all this shit.
All that shit a day.
Exactly. And in terms of getting rid of shit and niggas, I wanted to talk about dating today. Only for the babies who need the knowledge, and also for people out there who might need help, like myself. So yes,
I need help.
I love talking about dating.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about, because we brushed over a lot of topics on this show that kind of included dating a little bit, but the actual subject of dating and how people do date, that's not something that we've actually covered directly. So I think it would be really, really important for us to tackle that. But yes, so what is dating? What is dating? What does dating mean to you, Priscinda?
Well, COVID has changed the game. Dating for me means you ask me out, you have a plan, you come and get me, and we go and you facilitate that plan. That's dating for me. And you pick up the check because you asked me. You asked me to be here. You wanted to enjoy my company, and now here I am.
Yeah.
That
is true. That is true.
That means you dropped me off in the same condition you picked me up in.
That's rule number one.
Yes.
Thank you, beauty. And night night. Night.
Beauty, what does dating mean to you?
Well, I might be a whore, but dating means to me that
I'm a whore.
We're getting to know each other.
Right.
Like Priscinda said, we're going out, we're hanging out. I'm figuring out if I could be around you for 5 minutes or more. I'm figuring out what kind of category to put you in. You figuring me out. That's what I think dating is. I don't think it's the boyfriend girlfriend thing.
No,
I don't think it has. Dating does not have a name on it yet. I don't. To me, I feel like when people are dating, they're getting to know each other. They're not going out.
Yeah. We're not nicknaming yet.
We ain't put a title on this yet.
There's no title.
I agree with you guys. My definition of dating, I agree with the whole idea of getting to know each other, because for me, I don't necessarily associate dating with going out, because especially with COVID and even prior to COVID, for me, if I'm exchanging conversations with someone on a regular basis and I haven't gone out with them yet, for me, I would still consider that dating, because it's still a form of getting to know that person. So for me, even if I've if I'm talking to you like every day or 4 or 5 times a week and we haven't necessarily gone out on a date yet, it's in the back of my mind, but I'm considering you as someone that I'm dating. Like, you're right. I agree with you when you say no labels, because when it comes to dating, you don't want to put a label and restrict anybody, and you don't want to put somebody in the wrong place where they don't belong at the same time either. So I completely agree with that. And also, I want to say, when it comes to dating, like dating for me, the definition has transformed over time.
Yeah.
Because I had my hoe days, I'm not going to lie. So at a certain point in time, for females in the game, whatever that game may call, dating at a certain point in time meant like paying, not just to go out to eat, but paying for
Oh, so it's like you dating.
And so it was different. The term dating meant something different to me when I was younger versus me growing older. Now, when I see it's dating, like you guys mentioned, like, it's going out, finding a nice restaurant or a great activity to do, spending physical time with someone and getting to know them.
I'm sorry, but I feel like that's back to what I said when I said trying to put you in your category.
Right, because it could be different stuff. Hey, Solo.
Hi, Solo.
My bad, guys, that I'm late. I've been trying to run back and forth, hospital visits with my dad. Well, not hospital
I was
visits.
going to ask you, how's he doing?
I nerves. Like, he got me feeling like he's in jail.
Oh, man.
Things for his roommate. Like, are you serious right now?
What the world?
Well, my prayers are going out to you and your father because he knows how much he means to you.
Same here, Solo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So today, Solo, we are talking about dating, and we have all answered this question already. So, what does dating mean to you? What does the word dating mean? Solo, you may be frozen.
Dating.
Solo, can you hear us? Dating. Yeah. What does dating mean to you?
Said layaway.
Did she say layaway?
Layaway.
Y'all know that's my favorite statement. Pussy on layaway. Like,
oh shit.
A nigga invest in you. He talks to you. He tries to.
I forgot.
Basically, put you in a little box, and it's pussy on layaway.
All right.
He's paying in advance for the pussy.
That is.
He's putting down on it over time. Shout out to Ronald Darden from Facebook. Shout out to iRant Network from Facebook. Shout out to Redemption Song. He said salute. Shout out to John Logic and Friends. And hey, Antoinette Johnson, shout out to her. So these are the people who are tuning in. And just to remind you guys of our topic for today, we're talking about dating. So we've all just given our definition of what dating means. And so I wanted to get on to our next topic.
Oh, my bad. It should be dick on layaway too, because if I'm dating, I'm trying to get dick on layaway. Yeah, my bad. So it's pussy and dick on layaway.
And and Solo, you make a great point because you're leading me to my next question. Because like you said, some people could view dating as, pussy or dick on layaway. How long is it important to make somebody wait for sex?
Somebody gotta wait.
Can I answer that question first? Can I answer that question first?
I never thought about this, but I am now in this life. Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so, it like Beauty said, once I figured out which category you're gonna go in. So let's say I'm feeling you like that, and you're feeling me like that. It takes 8 weeks for you to see who a man really is. So you can start counting down from that first date. 8 weeks. Now that doesn't mean like, if you want to smash in that 8 weeks, that's up to you. But by 8 weeks, you will see who you're dealing with.
Oh, so you could be able to find out what category.
Yeah, like, so basically it's like no matter what he says he is, by 8 weeks, who he really is going to show up. So if he's a good dude, 8 weeks, that's what you're going to see.
Now, question, can you determine what category he goes in if you have sex with him before the 8 weeks is up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason why I say yes is because we don't like it, but there are always red flags. So when we look back in hindsight, it's like, oh shit, right at that moment I knew he wasn't shit, but I like gave him like a pass. The second you say I gotta give you a pass,
that is true.
There's something about him that just ain't shit.
Oh man, that's my issue. I always try to see the light. I'm like, yeah, he got 5 baby mamas, but he take care of all his kids.
That means he loves kids, and then when we have a kid, he's gonna be a good parent.
Right? So.
He get to the bag because he take care of all
That's why I can't have a successful relationship, because as soon as I see them red flags, I'm sorry, you gotta climb a brick wall, go up a fence, go through the lanyard, you gotta go through a ditch, go through the trenches to get my trust. And them red flags, I will slowly push you away every flag I
But you know
see.
the thing with red flags too, which is like weird at times. Sometimes it's like your sense that's kicking in from past experiences. So it may not technically be a red flag. It just may be like your past issues coming up to play. Like if my dude didn't answer his phone and that led me to think he was always cheating on me, and I found out he was cheating on me in the past, and then my new dude don't answer the phone, I'm gonna automatically put that nigga cheating on me just like the last one did. When it
But
could just be
but that
he
means
out doing what he doing.
but that means that that's your shit to clean up really and truly before
Exactly.
you even think about dating anybody. If that's where you are in your
Exactly.
head, you don't need to fuck with nobody.
But
But
no,
see,
but
that's what I
Priscilla,
mean
I
by
get
the red flags
I
because
I'm
get
it
gonna
what
have
you're
becomes an
sex
saying.
with you
issue.
early. I'm sorry. I'm not about to waste my time because I've waited for people like literally was in love with people and could not wait to have sex and it was just whack and it was a waste of my life.
Girl,
So
I'm
I
there.
That
am not
part.
doing that again. I'm not. So if I
Hmm.
get butterflies from you, then
Hmm.
and you make me feel some type of way, you doing what you're supposed to be doing, I get some that night.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of the
And that's
reason
gonna
why
be
I be
perfect.
asking for dick pics sometimes.
I don't want no
Because
damn
I
dick
need
pic. I
to
want to
and
see
I
you
know.
don't want
in
no
the
damn dick
ocean.
pics.
No,
Wait,
I don't want a dick pic.
why do you
Some
want the
dude
dick
just
pics
sent
though?
me. Some dude just sent me a dick pic.
Because
And
like I
it
don't
was
want
not
the
good.
random dick pics. I don't want the dick pic that I didn't ask for. That's what I don't want. But I want if we flirting and we having like that sex thing combo, and I be like, all right, whatever, nigga, show me what you got. Like you lying, whatever it is. I'm not sending you shit. But you gonna jump for the opportunity to send me something once I ask. Now if I see something that's looking like if it can't hang, if it can't bang, and it's just swanging, I'll be like, all right,
Oh
we
hey,
maybe could work with
women.
something here. Maybe
Oh
could work
man.
with
Shout out to Miss Ravioli. Miss
this.
Ravioli said, I get to do something I enjoy and if it costs. So I guess she's referring to her definition of what dating is. And which is true. If you're dating, it should be something that you enjoy. Now, Beauty, you were gonna say something about having sex with somebody immediately.
I said it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I do
No,
agree.
no, no, no. That's not what I was saying. I said I hate dick pics. Like somebody sent me a dick pic and he was like he was 9 inches, and then I was like, let me see. So I looked and that was not 9 inches. I don't know what he was using to measure that.
Oh,
That
sir.
nigga had he had the centimeters.
Yeah, like
On
what was that? That right there. That's not 9 inches. It looked like that.
Sir, we are not in Europe. We don't do centimeters.
They always
No.
lying. Always want to put it next to a can or a
Exactly.
remote.
yeah, put it
Like,
something next to man
just
small just to make it yeah.
look, just like we got angles, they think we don't know. They got angles too. They got
Yep.
Right.
shit.
I be telling them,
We
don't be doing
know.
it from the base up because I know what the fuck that's about. Don't
Yep,
be
the
trying to do
bottom
the side
angles.
shit. I know what that's about. They be
Mm-hmm.
trying it. Little
Shout
hairy
out to
ass dick niggas too. They be trying it. Talking about it's
Oh,
hot
please
butt.
put some
No, it's
lotion on
not.
y'all penises before y'all send us dick pics. Y'all be
Yo,
ashy,
time out. I
man.
really wanted to ask this, and I think I asked Vanessa this last year
Mm-hmm.
because I said it to a dude. He was like, "Yeah, that can happen." Is it such things as an ashy dick? Because I've never heard a girl be like, "My vagina's ashy," or a nigga be like, "My dick is ashy." Like, so I've always wondered, is that really like a thing?
What,
Yes,
ashy dick?
yes.
He gotta be
Yeah.
dark skinned for his dick to be ashy though.
No,
Not
That's
even,
what
no,
I'm
that's not true.
no,
That's
saying.
not
I
true.
don't
Because most
That's
of the
not true.
time they look smooth and brown, or they look dark, or they
I
look,
don't
if
really
you into
think light
Hispanics and
skin
stuff like
just
that, they look pink with a little two tone to it. But
No.
No,
but
that
I think
sounded crazy. That sounded like I was a dick expert. That sounded real fucking crazy just now.
oh
but I
shit.
think only a really dark skinned dick could really get ashy because you start to see like
No.
it starts to look white a little bit, like at the bottom and shit like that. So yeah. I don't
I
think
mean,
light skinned dicks could get ashy.
I've seen a light skin ashy penis. They do get ashy.
oh
How does
wow.
Oh
that
my
what?
God, how? It
Yeah,
must
I
have
didn't
been
know
I'm
that.
pink.
Okay.
confused.
It looked like extra, extra, extra pale. So y'all know I'm slow, right? So like I took my finger and I like went down it and then it turned color. So I was like, you asked me like you was talking about me.
Like you see your own print on that shit. I just
Yeah,
gotta get
I just
I
did like that.
Like,
We'll
that's, you need to
we'll
screenshot this
tell them
whole picture, this
closer.
video right here. Like,
Yeah, I don't want a dick pic.
I gotta get to the comments really quickly. Redemption. Just Love One says, "Good evening, Queens. Good evening. How you doing?"
Hey,
And then Miss Rap and Redemption Song 76 says, "No
no
weenus allowed."
weenuses.
No
No
what
weenuses.
weenus.
the weenus?
And
What
then
the
Miss
weenus?
Ravioli says, "I believe it takes 6 months to see the real person."
I don't, cause I dated somebody for 5. My baby daddy, I've been knowing that nigga girl for 11 years, and I still don't know that fool. He a chameleon.
See?
He changed it
I'm
every
not.
day, so I don't believe that.
I'm not
Now,
hanging out for 6 fucking months.
yeah, 6 months. That's
I'm not
that's a
hanging
minute
out 6
right there.
months.
That's a
You
minute.
you
6
you be
months, we
lucky
in
if you
a
get me on the
relationship,
phone for
honey.
3 fucking
I
minutes.
mean, because if it's 6 months, like we together.
Exactly.
We ain't dating now.
The whole commitment.
That's a fact.
I
That's a
don't know
fact.
what you're
Because I ain't talking
saying,
to
It's
nobody.
months.
You better
but
not
Nah,
be
we
talking to
are
nobody.
together.
we're together.
That's
I
it.
have
It's mine.
nicknamed you, and you have nicknamed me, and we go together. Hello, that's what's
Exactly.
going on.
But
Just
that's
like
a
that.
thing too. Like, when do you become exclusive in the dating stage? Like, I feel like that's a good question too. Because now in this generation I'm in, when I was younger, like boys had to write the little notes to you, like you like me, you want to go out with me,
I
yes or
love
Will you
no,
those.
or
be
they
my
would text
Yeah.
you and be like, "Do
girlfriend?
you want to be my
Yes or
girlfriend?" or
no.
something like that. Like
Check yes or
now,
no.
niggas don't even have conversations. It's just like straight hood love. Like, yeah, you my bitch. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, what?
Is
Oh, I
that
know your
supposed to
homeboy,
wait,
so
I have
I'm
a question.
wifey.
Is that
I know where
supposed to
drugs is
be
at. I'm wifey. No, that's not a relationship. That's not how that goes. You're supposed to ask somebody. You can't just throw
You
that in
gotta
there and
actually
force
put a
them.
ring on somebody's finger if you want to talk about
Because
wife.
it's like, to me, that's a weird concept. Like, it's like you telling somebody in front of your parents, like that moment how they have them in movies where somebody will be like, "Yes, it's my girlfriend." And you be standing there like, "Oh shit, I'm your girlfriend." Like, we didn't talk
And
about
I
that.
feel like
And then you can't go
so
against it because it's out there. So then you want to be rude and be like,
I agree. I agree
"Yeah."
with that because I feel like guys don't really have that conversation with the woman. Like they never
Mm-hmm.
like as they get older, they're never like it's not a sit down type of situation where they're just like, oh well, I think it's time that we, become partners or we put a label on
Exactly.
this. You usually just find out these things like when you're going about with other people. Like if they bring you somewhere or if
yeah.
if they introduce you to somebody and like, oh well, I guess we are together. Like that, then
And you be
that's
like, "I didn't know. I
I
didn't
mean,
know."
I think we all know as women that sometimes men can be like delicate butterflies. You got to handle them gently, their little wings and whatnot.
They're more like
So
caterpillars.
they kind of let you know
Exactly.
in little ways, like along the way, like when you meet his friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're meeting his boys, then that you are together. That's what he's
That is not
signifying.
true
Well,
nowadays.
exactly.
But
You
these
making me be the main bitch.
Well,
What
I'm
the fuck is
telling
this
you
Yeah.
little
right now, that's
homeboy?
who well, let me speak for me. That's who the fuck I am if you introduce me to your friends and then we move on to mom and dad. Like, so I don't know your plans. I'm
but
just saying how I roll.
Yeah,
percent.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Rudy. Oh, hold on one second. Antoinette Johnson has a comment. She said, "Take
Yeah.
home. I love it."
I
Go
mean,
ahead, Beauty.
Okay, what's with this new thing with the dudes just automatically saying like you my bitch? Like, is you calling me a bitch supposed to like? Is that supposed to turn me on to make me wet? Like, I'm confused.
Preach, beauty.
I think that's hood love 1-on-1
No,
chapter
that make
one.
me want to punch your teeth down your throat through his
Thank you,
motherfucking
beauty.
phone.
Yes,
Like,
girl.
I'm a
Well, hold
grown
on.
I
woman.
get it, but I blame niggas like DMX. I blame niggas like Jaheim.
But
I
see, they
No,
blame
did
you
it
got
a
Biggie.
to
different
blame
way.
women
I
that
blame Method
actually.
These
Man
are
and
just
Mary J. Blige.
disrespectful type.
Hold on. Solo, you are not gonna blame this on Jaheim.
Exactly. You
Yes,
not
He
gonna
put
I
blame
am.
that
Because
those
woman
what song
kids
he
first.
for
got?
nothing
Me and
to
He
my
fuck
put
with.
that
lady,
woman
me and
first.
my bitch. That was his song. So I do blame him.
But what
And
Do
I
about
blame
not
Biggie
blame
too.
what about he
Jaheim.
put
Because
that
Biggie
on
had a
her?
gay ass lyric in that song. And
What
I
song?
never shake that song because of that shit. Me and my bitch. You look so good. I suck on your daddy's dick. That
Yeah,
shit
I
still
remember
don't sit
that
right
lyric.
with me.
Please,
But
please don't blame Jaheim. That's all
that's
I'm
how
saying.
much he loved her.
But
He
beauty,
was
what were you
willing to
saying,
go on some
beauty?
Yeah,
crackhead
Please,
shit.
Hmm?
beauty, what were you saying? Because you were,
It's a,
I'm
it's
on
a
I'm on your
difference.
page.
It's a difference if like we hear or you know what I'm saying. I don't know. It's difference to it. Like don't just
Hmm.
I ask you like what we are or something like that. You say you my bitch because I'm ignorant. What does that mean? What is the definition of this term
Thank
that you
you.
just used? Does that mean like okay if we doing I don't know. That's just so disrespectful.
It
And now
is
I'm hearing Cisco in my
disrespectful.
head.
now I
I'm
do have
hearing what these
hold on.
bitches
Now I
want
do
from
have
a
to say,
nigga. Yeah, I
go ahead,
can't.
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
having a Vanessa moment. How things make me think of songs every time I hear a word. And now I'm here.
Okay,
She about to dance.
because now I'm thinking about Cisco and his gray hair, and we don't need to go there.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just wanted to say that I agree with you, Beauty. Like when you are grown and you're in a different place in your life, certain terms is not gonna work for you. But for me, when I was younger, when I was probably like 17, 18, nigga called me his bitch. I was like, oh my god.
But no, I'm 30 now. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because you were 17.
Shout out to John Logic. We have a man's input. Okay. John Logic says, one, if we introduce you to our friends, that don't mean nothing.
Oh,
but family, yes. 2, calling you our girlfriend after a certain age is crazy.
Oh, I've never heard of that. I like that.
So is that like the
I
maturity level?
John Logic. I have a question for John Logic.
Sure.
Okay, so then what would you call her? If you call her your girlfriend.
Older people say my significant other.
Yeah, what is she? I don't want to be called my significant other. My lady. I could do that. My lady.
Now he come with this D'Angelo shit.
I like my lady. I like lady.
Y'all know that bae stands for something bad?
What?
Huh?
I think it stands for like bitch ain't even mine or something. Some little girl was explaining it to me because she was like, you bae and I miss. And I was like, huh? Is that a bad thing? And she was like, you old bitch. She was like, bitch ain't
what
even
was she talking to?
And I was like,
her.
I couldn't. We was on Facebook, and I was just like, and plus, I didn't know who she was talking about. So the whole time, I'm trying to figure out who she's talking about. But at the end of the conversation, she got the wrong person, and she felt real stupid. But yeah, it means a bad thing. It don't mean a good thing, babe. When they call you babe.
Oh, when they call you babe, that's not
good. Yeah, that's basically like you like a fuck toy, like you like they fuck boy, a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That sound about right though. That sound
it
about
does
right.
kind of sound about right.
Sound about right because I love bae. I love my bae.
It's been shortened up. It is like a throwaway type of term, if you want to call it that.
I thought it was short for babe. I always thought it was short for babe. Like you didn't want to say babe because that's like too exclusive. So you be like babe.
But you know how these younger generations.
Hold on a second. Let's not talk over each other. But Priscilla, you said something.
I said, babe, that sounds about right, Solo. Like I have like girlfriends, good girlfriends. You know, like I call Vanessa my bae. You know, but I've never been called bae by a man. Because you're a grown ass man. Let's pull our shit together, please.
And Solo, Redemption Song and Logic wants to know Buff D'Angelo or Fat D'Angelo.
Oh Lord, it's definitely the old school D'Angelo with Send It On. That was the last time I was listening to D'Angelo like that. I still play Send It On all the time. Devil's Pie, Voodoo, yep, that D'Angelo. After that, I blame Erykah Badu because once she be leaving these niggas alone, something happens to them.
Yeah,
she destroys them. I don't know what she doing.
She sucks the soul out of these niggas.
I love it.
I gotta learn.
Exactly.
She had Common wearing pink crochet pants.
Hold on.
I was like,
her. Janae Akiko too.
Yes.
Oh, she got Big Sean under rap. What's this made a song?
I need to know the secret of what she is manifesting. I need to know the secret.
She got the nigga do an album with her.
She said, "Don't be surprised, baby, it's just me."
She didn't make a song about triggered. You triggered me. I'm gonna get the homeboys to run down on you and shit. Then came with Pussy Fairy right after that. Like,
I know what I might do, bro. I might cut you. I might hug you. Ain't no telling. Like trigger, that's my shit.
But still run the dick my way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Fuck you. Do what you do.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna love you
bring that dick.
I love her.
Just bring that dick. It sound about right. It technically sound like my bae.
Just don't say nothing. Just come in the house.
My bae is my ex, and I still smash from time to time, and I know that nigga ain't shit, and that's why he ain't my man.
Right.
Like I know my lines. I know my boundaries.
You know it. But
that's the problem. Some people don't know the boundaries.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. That's what most people's problem is. You know that this person is toxic, but because you have a lust for somebody, which that makes me want to say something, y'all. What's the difference between lust and love? And do y'all think a lot of people get that confused because I just got into an argument with somebody I'm talking to because I feel like he just loves me because our sex is electrifying. I loves it. So passionate.
Okay.
Like I'm not
Electric
just
fire.
a boy wake up in the morning and I'm
Look
on
for
it.
Cinder.
Yes.
Make the talk a
I'm
little
living through
weird.
you. I'm living through you.
I'm telling you. But
Dry over here. She's
as
dry.
hard as him saying he's in love with me, I feel like when we see each other, honey, let me be honest. We drink, we smoke, we fuck. The most we might say is, "Are you hungry? I'm ready to fuck. How was your day at work?"
But
That's
see,
it.
that's beautiful. Sometimes the simple things that is, I feel like that is what really love is. The simple things. You got couples who are together for decades and decades, and they not having 4-hour conversations with each other every single day. The most that sometimes these long ass couples say is like, "Did you eat today?"
It's
Like,
not the
Yeah.
conversation.
But she done
No,
said they
not
don't have no
the conversation.
conversations at all.
It's
So
not the
that means
conversation.
all
That's
the
not what
time.
I'm saying. I'm saying we don't know each other. Like if he didn't pay for my way to
Oh.
get there, the nigga would not know my name. I just found out his real name, and I've known
Oh,
him
I know
for 3
what it
days.
is. I know what it is.
What is it,
Hmm,
Solo?
What is it, Solo?
Pick me.
Please enlighten me.
He's in love with your pussy. It's
That's
not
what I
you.
said. And you just
Ah.
cut me out.
So he
I don't
loves
think
what's
so.
attached to you. So that's you. That
Okay.
part he loves of you.
I
That
could.
This
makes
is per
sense,
se
Solo.
you.
I mean,
Logic.
I've accepted it. It's him. He needs to accept it. He won't accept it.
Yeah, these boys be, you know what it is? I think like males think by giving out these fantasies, it's supposed to get them a better
Yeah.
chance
And
to
it
be
doesn't.
around or stay. Like, no, nigga, tell me what it is. Like, if you fucking bitches,
Exactly.
tell me you fucking bitches so that I
And
don't
you
be
know
out here
what I
looking
think it is
stupid
too,
and
And
Beauty?
it's not
surprised.
that huge.
I think he can't admit to himself that it really
That
don't
he's a
mean shit
hoe.
to you other than what it is. And it's just too much for him to
Mm-hmm.
emotionally handle. And I also think Solo's
Mm-hmm.
right.
Niggas don't like to be nobody's hoe.
No, they
A
don't.
nigga don't like to be known that he's a hoe. I'm
But
mad
No.
he's
niggas be like,
not.
all you do
I
is
love
call me
him.
when you
I
want
just
some
don't.
dick. It
No,
hurts
it's
my
not even
feelings.
that. No, I love him. I just don't feel like I can be say I'm in love with him because I don't know him.
Right.
But I
And
love
that could,
him because we've been knowing each other for so long, so we have grown to love each other. I could get that, but it's a difference between loving somebody and being in love, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people get that confused too.
You
yes.
love him as a person.
Yes, he's an
In the
awesome
name of the
person.
Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Go,
Hallelujah.
exactly.
Yes. You love him as a person.
But
I got,
I cannot be in love with somebody I don't know. I don't believe in that. That's
Mm-hmm.
some kind of lifetime story. I don't believe that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
you know what's crazy? I don't think that you can dictate really how you can be in love with somebody. Like, yeah, you can say to your mind, like, I can't love somebody who does this, or I can't love somebody who I don't know. But I feel like sometimes instinctually, like, love just happens. Even though sometimes you may feel like it might be wrong, even though you may feel like it may be against what your moral compass is or what
Mm-hmm.
you think you should be doing at the moment. Sometimes it just is. I understand that completely. Sometimes you have somebody who you've known for so long and you've been around for so long, but you don't want to stop that, that comfortable connection,
Yeah.
but you want something more than that at
But
the
that's
same
where the
time.
boundary comes in at. You have to have that boundary line where you don't let yourself go past a certain point. Like, if I
But
was to fall back in love with the person I'm screwing or whatever it is now, like I said, my ex that I know ain't shit, ain't built for relations, nothing like that, that would be me doing myself a disservice. And that would be me playing my damn self, knowing what I
Toxic.
already went through and me allowing myself to get there again. Like, don't get me wrong. It's times I have to pull myself back and be like, you so lucky I'm not your bitch. Cause let me bring myself back. I'm mad at you for some shit you doing, but you ain't my nigga. Let me
Mm-hmm.
chill. What you mean I ain't your nigga? Nigga, it's what I said. You ain't my man. You ain't my dude. You're my
but
dick, but you
They
ain't
get
nothing
so
more.
offended when you.
Let me
but
get to the
Vanessa's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't your vagine can't have a vagina. You gotta like be careful with your vagina because if you keep doing it with somebody for so long, if you do have that kind of spirit for them, like
Mm-hmm.
Beauty, she is clear, like who this dude is to her. But Vanessa's right. You can't dictate where it's going to go because your heart's going to go where it goes.
Yeah, because I've done that several times where I say, all right, me and this nigga just fucking.
Yeah,
That's what
I've
we
done it.
doing. We just, and here I
But what
go
did you do? Did
scrolling
you
at this
cuddle?
nigga Instagram.
But But what did you do? Did you cuddle after? Did y'all eat breakfast after? Did y'all have some long, in-depth conversations? Did y'all check on each
Yes.
other
Oh
during the week?
yeah.
But see,
Because
that's
all
what
of
I
that leads
mean.
to the fucking for me.
Yeah,
Like I'm not fucking.
But
If
see, that's
none of
what
that
I'm
is
talking about.
involved, I'm not fucking you.
right.
See,
That
no,
part.
I
But
don't.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
If
certain
you and me
people
know what it
always
is,
do. Yeah, then that's it.
then we know our boundaries. We can't go past certain points. Like, I'm not gonna text you every day if I know I fuck you and I'm just fucking
Mhm.
you. I'll text you
When I want to
probably on
fuck.
the day I want to fuck you. That's it. I may
Yeah,
ask you how your day was in between, so you don't feel like I'm just using you for sex. But the truth of the matter is, I'm just using you for sex. I mean, if something bad happened to you, I'll feel really bad. I think if I was your family type shit, I'd call and make sure you're okay. If you need anything, yeah, genuine, common courtesy. But outside of that, I'm not giving you relationship affections because it's going to confuse me. It's going to confuse you also. So if you try to tell yourself in advance, like you're doing too much, like a G check to yourself, it kind
Yeah.
of weans you out of that situation a little bit.
But I
Yeah.
have a question, Solo. If you have to tell yourself, if you have to remind yourself, like, okay, I have a boundary that I gotta like, that means you already feel away. And you're trying
Yeah.
to stop yourself from feeling away.
Yes,
But the
because I'm
feeling has
fucking
struck.
crazy.
But
I'm
Beauty is not
crazy.
having that. She ain't trying to like remind herself. If you have to remind yourself that you like you going too far, like you blah blah blah, then that means there's
But that's what I'm
something there that
saying.
you feel.
It's not her, it's him.
Mm.
But I'm
Well,
just reversing it.
let me get to the comments really quickly. Logic had said that fake love is infatuation. He said nothing wrong with a little lust as well.
And
Yeah.
all I heard was nothing wrong with a little
Holler,
bump and grind in my head. Oh, y'all gotta stop doing this to me.
Now you
holler.
think about R. Kelly.
Nothing
now you're gonna have me
Fran-
sing this
wrong
song tonight.
with a little love.
Franchise Catering says, y'all watch Married at First Sight? I don't know of the show. I don't
I
know if you
watched
guys.
90 Day Fiance.
I do
That don't make no
too.
damn sense to me either. That damn
Uh,
show.
I
Girl,
haven't seen 90 Day
I watch
Fiance in a
Love After
while though.
Lockdown.
No, you know what you guys
No
should
Oh,
watch?
surprise,
I
right?
can't watch that shit. That Love After Lockdown shit get on my nerves too. I
No,
I
I
can't
think
do
it's
it.
can't.
so
I can't. I
stupid.
want to kill all the
I can't.
niggas and the niggas they in love with. I watch Family or Fiance.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Family or Fiance. Like I'm
Mhm.
learning a lot. Like seeing like yeah okay yeah okay
Some of these families be fucking up their relationship too.
yes Lord.
Boy.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know,
then
Imagine
but
if they
90
was
Day
about to
Fiance
fight.
make me want to go out of the country, honey.
yeah,
The
because
family fought
they're
at the
loyal. They're very
reception.
loyal.
They gotta be. They in a fucking war torn fucking country. Nigga, you need to be loyal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Your shit's raggedy. Of course
Shout
you
out
want
to
to come to
That
America.
is not nice, Priscilla.
that's
I'm
so
sorry.
true.
Raggedy.
It's true. But yeah,
Sorry.
no, shout out to Dawn Irish. She made a comment. She said, just found out about this channel, tuning in and supporting, hoping all are well. Great topic. And
I don't.
Thank
Redemption Song
you.
said they perhaps need to give it another chance. And then Redemption Song says shit is hilarious. So yes, so people are tuning in and people are enjoying what we're talking about, which is very, very great.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're trying to control the conversation, not to really talk over each other. Let's just try to practice that. If someone makes a point, we'll wait for the next person. But the next question, then, I wanted to actually talk about, which was, what's the ideal place to meet for someone?
Ugh.
Like, for you personally, like, what is a place that you would love someone that either someone has already taken you to or that you would like to go to that you haven't been to yet? That would be the best place for a date.
That's hard.
Oh, the Maldives. Because if he could take me there and I could be in a bungalow on the water, then that means
That
that we
is
could
not a
go
date,
together.
Solo.
If you
The
date the right
Maldives.
person, if you talk to the right person, it could be a date.
That is a vacation.
But wait,
If I leave the country with you, nigga, I have to know you.
That's called a
yeah.
vacation, yeah.
I
That's
He
gotta
just
vacation.
asked me to
know
do that for my
you.
birthday. He was like, "How about we go to Puerto Rico for your birthday?" I was like, "Whoa, nigga, pump your brakes. Wait a minute.
They try
We've
to
been
leave me
IG
there.
friends for years, but you ain't gonna leave my body in Puerto Rico. What the hell?"
Yeah,
All
y'all
right,
gotta
because
know
y'all
if
know
I.
how I'm very.
But
I'm disgusted.
it would be a nice date. It would just be a long little date, longer than a day, maybe
Yeah.
3 days.
I
Discovery
have to see
ID.
Hold
Yeah,
Discovery
you watch
ID.
Discovery ID. That's all you watch. So yeah,
Discovery
I don't.
ID.
Honestly, I like the museum as a date. As awkward as it may sound to some people, I do like history,
Really?
and it gives me a chance to see where people are. Because usually I'll
Okay.
tell the dude to be like, I want you to pick a date. He'd be
I
like,
do
"Why?
too.
You don't just tell me." And I'd be like, "No, because I really want to see where your mental is at." And
Mm.
sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's also bad.
Hold on one
But
second. Redemption Song says, I was thinking about the same vacay spots too, Solo.
I'm telling you,
So
I
that's
mean,
what they would say. But yes, Priscinda.
I think that's a great idea, Solo. Like the museum. Now, I've never actually met anybody in the museum, and I go all the time because most of the time when I go to the museums, if there's a man there, he's with a woman or his woman and his kids. I've never seen
oh
like just a
yeah, it's like a
random
family date. You're
dude
right.
just, you know, going through the museum.
But
So
it
I
depends
can't
on what
really think of a
museum.
spot right now, Vanessa, because of, COVID. I'm not out as much as I normally am. Like
Mhm.
I've met dudes at outdoor concerts. That's a great place to meet because,
Really?
yeah, because there are a lot of men that go there just by themselves, just like a lot of women go by themselves. Like at least I do.
Hmm.
So you
And
can
you can
meet
lose
at an
people
outdoor
easier.
concert because one thing you automatically have in common if you're there, that means that you have music in common.
Okay.
Mm.
And you probably would have the same music depending on who you're going to see. So,
Exactly.
hmm
Exactly. So
Do you
I,
think the
I
sex
during the
museum would be
summertime,
bad?
that's why COVID has like ruined my summer because, that's where I usually meet guys.
Beauty said, no, that's perfectly fine. Beauty, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
You can go because I don't go anywhere and I date the same people. So
You better not say a shoot,
Beauty,
Vanessa. You better
I'm
I
not
in
don't
the
like
say a
same
going to
shoot.
place as
people.
you. I
Oh
don't
my.
go anywhere, and I literally involve myself with the same circle of people. I just cut
Yeah, like,
them off at different times. Like if one acts stupid, I go to the next
I
one.
go
That
to
way,
the next one, that one.
Vanessa
It's like
gonna
a
right,
stay on
rotation
set.
thing. And then I be trying. I might go back to this one and be like, all right,
right.
let me try to be wifey real quick. And then he might fuck up.
Again,
And then I be like, see, that's why you stupid. And then I move on to this one.
I'm
But
telling you, I'm telling you, yo, that's exactly what you got to do to these niggas. Like these
Yeah,
niggas, you
because
got to
when I
rotate them.
meet, that's what we were talking about earlier about the whole Instagram and number thing. Because when I meet dudes and I give them my number, well, first off, one dude asked me for my social media. He didn't even ask my phone number, and I was
oh,
thinking, I hear like red flag. We grown. Why you asking me for my
Mm-mm.
social media? Okay,
Ain't
but
none of your business.
my
I
social
just give out my
media
social
is Miss
media.
Beauty Doll. So as soon as they find out that I do porn, it's like they
It's
hold.
another,
Yeah,
yeah.
now
Mm.
you want to try to do this and that,
Hmm.
and I am going to go back into my whore days, and I'm trying not to do that. So
We're gonna
so
get into that
Vanessa,
too because it's a different level if you're dating just as a civilian or if you're dating as someone in the adult.
exactly,
It's two different levels, and you have to structure your
completely.
mind to be able to navigate what's genuine, what's not. But I wanted to say the ideal place, and I did go on a date to this place before, but it wasn't with someone that I was like, oh my god. But
Was it on
anywho,
set?
no, to a
Okay.
steakhouse. I
Wait,
really
what?
like steakhouses, like a
Okay.
nice upscale steakhouse. I like to see black men in
Steakhouses?
upscale settings. No, I mean, like steakhouses are a part of upscale settings. For me, a certain dude who can handle himself in a steakhouse, that's a dude with a certain mindset. That's a dude who has a certain level of responsibility. He's comfortable with himself. He's okay with coming out the hood. He's okay with being around white people and not losing his fucking mind. Like there's levels to how he can
Okay.
handle himself. And I think that sometimes upscale settings can expose how that man reacts. So for me, when I did go to the steakhouse with the gentleman last year, he wasn't my ideal dude. He was all right. But, I liked the fact that he handled himself well in that setting. He wasn't shy, he was straightforward, he, ordered his stuff properly, like, he wasn't too questioning about shit. So there was a way that he handled himself, and I appreciate seeing men in that state. But let me get to the comments really
How do you
quickly.
order steak properly?
You read the
You said the
menu.
conduct, like how you conduct yourself. I
You
was like,
read
but how
the
do you conduct
menu.
yourself?
You order steak properly. Like you read the menu and you say how you want it done. Like that's what you do. Some
Okay, so
niggas
he
be
didn't
on some
say,
shit like I don't need a nigga reading the menu. Like
What's the salami
let me
on?
get a
right
filet mignon.
what y'all got? I know the menu's
How
right there.
big is this
Vanessa,
steak? It say 24 ounce, but like, you know.
Exactly. Hold on. Let me get to the comments really quickly though. Logic says one time when he was dating, he was in an outdoor concert and all three of them and his lady was there.
3 of them.
The good times.
oh,
All right.
Yeah.
A tree of
And
them.
then Redemption Song says concert or museum, perhaps a restaurant with a unique cuisine or hookah bar. Hookah is nice. That's not a
that's
bad
really
thing.
nice.
Unique
Yeah.
cuisine is tricky because
Cigar
you don't want
bar.
somebody to be allergic to some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
Logic.
good.
That's true.
Allergens.
Logic says a cigar bar. That's a great
No.
option too.
Oh, I
I'm
never
going
thought
to
about
stay on the
that.
cigar bar. I love
No.
cigar bars.
I've never been to
Cigar
one of those.
bar.
Me
You know, I
either.
smoke sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just too much of a heavy ass type of smoke. I
Oh, I
can't
like
take
that.
that.
But it's a
so
certain
masculine.
type of man that will smoke a cigar.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Girl, bye. My cousin be in a cigar bar and that nigga ain't shit.
Good God.
That's the type of
You know what's gonna be choke.
a certain type of man. That ass though, he has a wife and a girlfriend. He always asks me to hook him up with bitches. I'd be like, no.
He's a
See,
certain
that's
type of
very
Here's your
man.
wife.
He's
He's
married.
like, I
That's a
can't
certain type of
stand
man.
this
He's
bitch.
married.
Yeah.
Stand this
certain
bitch.
kind of man. We
Here
just
for
said
my
this
kids.
certain type of man.
Your kids in college. They moved out. Who you here for still?
But Vanessa,
Bro.
I know
Mhm.
what you mean about like, the steakhouse. Because I've never been taken on a date to a steakhouse other than like a man I'm dating. Like we're a couple. And you're right. It does have a different sort of vibe when you see how they can operate on that level.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I got something to say. Is it bad that I rather order food with my dates? I don't want to go in public with anybody. I just want you to order food and let me
Beauty.
come to your house. And then we gotta go.
Beauty.
I love it
No.
when COVID is around because that's my perfect excuse on why I don't want to go in public with
Said
people.
no.
Beauty, you don't want to go in public with them because why?
I just don't. I don't want to go in public with anybody. I
And
want to
Beauty
go with
is
my
so pretty. I
friends.
bet you niggas be begging her like, please, can we go?
Yeah, they be like, can you please get dressed? No, I'm in my pajamas. I'm coming over there in my pajamas. I'm
I can't.
comfortable. I'm taking them off. Why?
I understand that. I understand that sometimes, but I think like to see how
I feel
someone
like it's a time and
operates
place
in
for that
public,
one.
it's telling.
Okay, I'll go to the drive-in with you.
No,
No, Beauty.
That part.
That's just outside and in the
No
car.
French fries. That part.
That is no.
And then what?
Wait,
Have you ever had
can
a
I
date
tell y'all
where
just a
you
quick
just sit
story?
and chill?
Can I tell y'all a quick story?
Yes,
Vanessa
Christina, go
is
ahead.
right. You do need to see how somebody operates outside the home. This dude took me to a really nice restaurant. It happened to be my favorite restaurant. You know how they play like a little R&B in the back, right? Nice. So it was one of those R&B songs that had like, like a little bit of rap. That nigga did the whole number, including the rap, at the fucking table.
Not the Mary J.
I was
Blige,
like,
All
dear
I Need,
God,
Method Man mix.
dear God, sweetest man ever, sweetest man ever, still loves me to this day. But I can't go nowhere with him no more. Like, no fucking where can we ever go again. I'm like, Beauty, it's in the house. This is where we are, baby. We can't never go out. I didn't know you was gonna act like that. Who does that?
Redemption Song says hard. Hard pass. And also let's get to some more of these comments. Someone said that there's a few good spots in DC, and shout out to Mills Lane. Mills Lane says he's just here to take notes. He said, "Have a good night, everybody." Miss Ravioli. Yes, Miss Ravioli said, "I just bought my first wood tip, Black and Mild. I've never smoked in my life. It's a prop."
Oh, that was the cigar conversation. That's got to be from that.
Oh God.
Oh man.
You know what, Vanessa? You and I, we were supposed to go to a cigar bar, and then COVID happened.
Yes. It's still on the list though.
I say
Vanessa would have
yes.
been rolling up weed inside the damn bar. That's not.
Whatever, sounds good to
I
me.
smoked. I want to smoke weed so bad. Y'all don't even know. But I haven't smoked, so I'm hookahing it out.
Oh,
I've been having
oh,
hookah.
you're a hookah
I'm glad
mommy
you
now.
told me that because
Okay.
I'm a bad influence on you, and I'm coming up there.
Just blow it in my face, beauty. That's all you gotta do. Just blow it in my face. Just
You
please
blow
still
it in the
smoke. I
camera,
don't ask nobody not to smoke
it'll
around me. Please
transfer
still smoke. Yeah,
through
yeah.
the lens.
Just blow
The
it.
internet
Just
is
blow it in
wonderful
my face.
Yeah.
nowadays. They got some
Vanessa
shit.
Vanessa doing contact high.
That's what I'm doing. I'll sit right next to you. Just blow it in my face. But yeah, I just wanted to really cover these topics because I'm going through a lot of things when it comes to dating, and I wanted to make sure that I'm navigating things the right way. Now, is it appropriate, or let me say this, when is it okay? Because I mean, we all know that chivalry is supposed to be alive, and men are supposed to take care of females, and they're supposed to be, the
That
leader
shit
in
on life support.
all things,
It ain't
right?
dead, but it's on life support.
When is it okay for a female to pay for a date?
Oh, can I go
When
first?
I, oh,
Yeah, Priscilla, go ahead.
Fourth date.
The fourth date.
Fourth date.
Why? Why the fourth?
Because he's taking you out 3 times, probably to 3 different sort of settings. So, you see how he is as a man and how he operates with you as a woman. That way you know how to appropriately reciprocate.
Mm,
Because if you take me out 3 times and you take me to places that I love, and that has nothing to do with the amount, it has
mm-hmm.
nothing to do with the money,
Just the place that you enjoy.
this the place that I love. If you and me talk about, oh my God, like there's 2 places right near my house that I absolutely love. If you hear me talk about that and we go there, that tells me that, oh, he's doing something I like. So fourth date, I got you, baby. I got you,
Oh,
boo.
nice. Date number 4. Okay, that's interesting. All right, cool beans. Now, for me, I would say that it's okay for a female to pay for a date. I would say the second time around, to be quite honest. That would be me. You paid for the first one. A lot of guys wouldn't expect to be paying again. So I think that like the next one. So for me, I would pay the second one. And surprisingly, like, I would surprise a dude. He would probably go in thinking that he's paying, but in turn, I would end up paying for it because I don't like guys creating this mindset that all females are gold diggers and stuff like that, because that's not always the case. There's a lot of females who do have their own and carry their own, but they want to make sure that a man is going to take care of them too. So I feel like the first date can solidify that he's willing to put out and do what he's supposed to, and then I can pay for the second one. Shout out to Redemption Song. She said second date for me if he paid on the first. I agree with that. Same here. Same here. That's my logic too. I completely agree with that. Now,
I want
Beauty,
to piggyback on that after everybody speaks.
Beauty, what's your take on it? When is it okay for you to pay for a date?
well, if a dude takes me out and he's paying for it, like if we go out to eat, I'm automatically going to pay for, like, I'm gonna do the tip. Like I
Right.
always do that. So, or like if we go to the movie theater and he buys the tickets, I'll buy the popcorn. Like I always try to have it half and half, unless I know he's trying to freak on me. Then you paying for everything, not for anything, because I already know what your mind frame is. Or if I don't want him to touch me and I want him to notice a different thing, I will pull out my money quick as hell and pay for myself. But if I'm trying to just tell him that he's the piece of me, I'll take a nigga out on a date.
Yes, hallelujah, Shabbat.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
She is the
In
best.
my soul.
That's how I do
Yes.
it.
Facts. It all depends. And what category you in?
Y'all
That
know I'm a
determines.
Gemini. Y'all know I'm a Gemini. It's a whole bunch of people up in here.
Oh, that beauty, that explains everything. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That explains everything.
Solo, when are you paying for a date? When is it okay?
I think it depends on who initiates the date. And also, like Beauty said, I would offer to pay the tip if we're at a restaurant or if like we go out to do something where it can be broken down. Like you do movies, I do ice cream after, whatever it may be, something of that nature. because I feel like it's only fair. Because I also need you to know that I can take care of myself. I don't want you
Yes.
thinking that you could one me up all the time, like, oh, I'm always paying for stuff. She always needs this. Da, da, da. Like, I got this. I could throw this her way. She'll be fine. Like, no, I'll throw you back everything and then some. Because my dad
Shout out to
always
a lot.
told me, have some emergency money on a date. And this is a
Hello.
tip for everybody
Yeah.
in this chat. If you go anywhere, dates, whatever, always have enough money to get the hell out of the situation because you never know what the hell could happen. And if you live in Brooklyn, New York, like I live in Brooklyn, New York, and you in my life, like my life area, like my lifestyle area and everything like that, you come across a scammer and that piece don't hit, he ain't got no cash, you gonna have to make a dash. So you gonna have to pay for your cab, get the hell up out of there before the police come get your ass. I'm just letting y'all know.
Good God.
Yep.
Yeah, these
I
scammers is trifling out here nowadays. They little trifling. But you know, with
Yeah.
everything going on, the government giving out money, they getting up there again. They getting their money right. They got
Tax
cash now.
season. Tax season's coming.
The people's is
Logic
not
said
there.
Solo's a real one. So Logic is saluting.
Thank you.
Saluting
Appreciate
you.
it.
Now, Percinda, you said and Redemption Song agreed. So Redemption Song 76 says agreed, Solo. So yes.
So
See, I'm not crazy.
I just wanted to
Mhm.
piggyback.
Yes.
First of all, if you hear men say that like women are gold diggers, I just want to let you know you ain't shit. Because real men don't think that about treating a woman well.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what real men think. They really don't. And Vanessa, how many years ago did we learn that lesson?
A couple years ago.
I was having this discussion with you, and out of nowhere, unplanned, J Law came and piggybacked on what I was saying. Ladies, I'm just telling you, if you want to be treated like a lady, keep your fucking tip money in your pocket. Trust me. Let him be the man. Let him pay for the meal. Because he asked you, that means that he wants to treat you a certain way. Fine, I get like the second date thing. I get the popcorn thing. I get the ice cream thing. I think that's sweet. But let him be the man and let him pay for the meal. Because the way you're thinking of it is not how he's receiving it as a man. And I'm talking to the real men. I'm not talking to the boys. I'm not talking to the niggas that's just a bunch of bitches and fuck these bitches and they all go there. I'm not talking to any of you. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Not talking to you.
And I have to piggyback on that because you make a great point. Because when I mentioned that to you and Jason, I was speaking in the terms of I was trying to not come off like a gold digger. I was trying not to come off as someone as a user. And what Jason explained is just like sometimes men don't feel like men if they get those things taken away from them. So sometimes
can we back
it's
up
a
a
part
little
of who
bit?
they are.
But can we back up a little bit just to for clarification? Because we said we're teaching the babies, right?
Yes, we are.
I said this to Vanessa. We had about a 35-minute conversation. J-Law comes out of the restaurant, sits down unsolicited.
Yep.
And starts talking about this, and he piggybacked on exactly what I told Vanessa because that's not how real men look at it.
Exactly.
I've dated some assholes and I've dated some real men, and I can tell you the fucking difference.
Beauty, go ahead.
But I don't think that because when I was dating a certain person, Vanessa knows this person, and the fact that, I would try to beat him to pull out money sometimes, or, like pay the tip, or, offer to pay things, that actually made him feel like a good type of way. Like he felt like I actually cared about him.
Right. It's some
like
guys.
I wasn't doing the most to demasculate him. I was just doing enough to show my appreciation for him.
See, that's the difference, though. And you were dating him, right?
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah. And see, sometimes, and that's where, like, I understand that logic, because it's not that you want to come in and try to take away the man's role, but sometimes you want, because there is a lot of females who just take from dudes and they don't give anything back. So to separate yourself, you don't want to be in that category. So sometimes some women do feel like if they contribute in some way, shape, or form, that it's now a collaborative union and it's not just a one-way street. So I really feel like it's important for females to contribute, but it's also important for men to be men at the same time.
Yeah, like even if I know you've been paying for all the dates or whatnot, I might do something special and buy you your own bottle that night, or you know what I'm saying? Like your special liquor. Like I feel like women should, just like women always want to be showed, or given special little trinkets. So do men. They just don't want to say it because they want to
Mm-hmm.
show that their balls are big or whatever the case might be. But they like that shit too. Look at how Moneybag Yo acted when Ari bought him that damn Maybach or whatever the hell she
Yeah.
bought
But
him.
I mean, but we're
And
talking
look at
about
it.
She
the
got a
difference
Lambo.
between. But aren't we talking about the difference between men that you are dating, and we're talking about when we're dating men and the
Mm,
beginning stages of dating? Of
that's
course,
true.
when it's a man in my life, I'm going to treat you a particular way. But if we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about first date, second date, third date, no, I don't
There's
think that
levels
you
to this
should
shit.
pull out because men look at that a particular way.
It depends on how. It
Well,
depends on how long I've been knowing you in our relationship. How you make
That's
me
my
feel.
point.
Like
That's a good
on
factor.
a second date, because most of the people I date are like low key friends before we started dating.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
And like I might, I might know that I just might, I don't know. I take people's livelihoods into consideration. So if I know this nigga ain't got it, but he trying to act
mm-hmm.
like he got it, I'm just gonna be like, oh, that was cute. Let me go ahead slide 20 up
And
in
that
there.
was something I wanted to play on too, because I think all the babies need to hear this. And some of the parents. If
Mm-hmm.
you ain't got no cash, stay your ass in the house. If
You
Amen.
can
you
make
are
a
not in a
date.
position to be going and spending money in any way, shape, or form, and you're gonna bitch
Amen.
about it the next day, or you're gonna say something slick to the person the next day about throwing it out there how much money you spend or something like that, just don't go.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. So your
Because
ass
I've
at
seen
home.
people really do that, like really be on some like, yo, I dead spent $100 something on a date, da da da. And I'd be
And
sitting
they
there
ain't
like,
even had it.
well, did you let her know that you had bills? Did y'all have a conversation about how much shit you got going on in your life? If you're not in a place or your priorities are not
You
listed in a
shouldn't be
place to
out.
be in a relationship or fucking with somebody, honestly, for me, if I'm broke, I don't even need to be fucking nobody because I need to get on my grind and get to a bag of some sort.
You
So
know
Facts.
my
what?
mental is not
I'm
gonna
like,
want to get to know you, fuck you, nothing. Like my mental has to be focused. Like I have to be somewhat on some type of level playing field before I can even try to give my attention to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm like
Let,
Beauty when I'm broke. I'm in the house in my pajamas. I ain't going no fucking where, and I don't even want to be seen.
yes. Let me get to the comments really quickly. Miss Ravioli had made a great point. She said, "I'm not paying until an anniversary occurs."
Oh shit, yeah, girl.
So she ain't playing them games. And then what did Logic say? Logic said, "Miss Ravioli, chill." And he also said something about oh yeah. Logic says she got a point. I def feel like my dick about 5 inches bigger when I pay for everything. So see,
Hello.
there is a factor to that. There is a factor to that.
That's a real
And then
man.
Feelings are
yes.
very nice, but it's
Redemption song
probably
says,
not
yeah,
gonna
Redemption
grow.
Song says I can agree with a little bit of what everyone said, and
Hmm.
thank you for agreeing. That and shout out to Brooklyn Honcho in the check-in. He said, "What did I miss? Everything,
You
everything."
missed
Right.
witnesses, you missed broke
Oh,
niggas, gold diggers,
yes, catch the
fake
rebroadcast.
relationships.
Yes, we've been talking about dating. Franchise catering says men have pretend excited for shit y'all do. Otherwise, we gonna catch hell. Sometimes you're right. You better be excited. I did something for your ass. You better
Uh,
No,
acknowledge
because I take that shit back. I don't care. Don't be excited. I get my money back. Motherfucker.
it. Jenny's bad.
Don't play with me. Don't pretend. If you
I
don't
I
like
will
can't.
it,
sit there with you
let
and
me get
watch
my
shit that
money
I
back.
don't like or
Spend
do
it
I
something
on
I don't
walk.
like. You better fake it till you fucking make it. You better
You
act
know,
like you enjoying what the hell I want to do.
Goddamn
If I
right.
gotta sit here and watch shit that you want to do, go to these little games where you sit on the bench and your man's them is playing, but I still support your ass. Oh, you're gonna sit and go to the museum with me.
Goddamn right.
I know that's right.
Franchise catering says no, not saying Moneybag was faking. Moneybag Yo was faking. He was saying not saying that he was faking it, but he was just speaking for men. I guess I'm assuming. Redemption Song 76 says agreed. Mom instilled that one early.
See?
Okay.
But another
Yes.
thing with that money back yo situation too, we have to remember we're not rich. Dumb niggas is
no,
rich.
no,
They
no.
can give out Lambos and cars the bitches that they
It ain't
We
fucking
about
ain't
the
just
or
talking
Lambo.
that they
about
with or
Lambos.
whatever it is. I'm saying in the
I
sense of
wasn't.
like those extravagant things and the dates they go on and stuff like that. Like people have to stop doing that too. Like you can't keep
Yes,
comparing your shit to other people's things. You're
Oh,
not that
go ahead,
person.
go ahead,
You're
beauty.
not in that place. You can't do that. stay in your lane.
Yeah, I believe like people don't realize that you could do simple. Like you might think a bitch is the bougiest in the world, but the fact that you actually thought about doing that
Mm-hmm.
ass shit, honestly, that would make me like the date even more. Even if it was something like a picnic with my favorite snacks or some shit like
Me
that.
too.
Yeah, it's just the fact, like the fact that I like to drive in, like that shit don't cost that much, and I get
Right.
my own liquor, my weed, my food. Like that's an awesome date to me. Like I'm a kid in the candy store. I got a big ass cheese on my face, and I'm
Facts.
or like
Facial got barbecue sauce.
yeah,
Like
so I feel like you need to stay. Like I feel like if you come into a relationship, be honest about where you are financially. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
start a relationship and y'all going to freaking Benihana's or Papados and all the rest of that shit, don't be trying to take that motherfucker to McDonald's and Wendy's and Applebee's later on.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mhm.
now you then used all that little stimulus and PUA and all the rest of that
She
money.
gonna
yeah.
expect that
That's a
all
good
the
thing
time.
though.
Yeah,
But
keep
that's
that
a
same.
good subject matter. When do you? Because I've always wondered that too. Like, when is a good time to bring up finances in a dating stage? And how
I
do you
mean,
bring that up? Because I
I
can't be
think
like,
that
Mm.
I
"Hey, so
think
what was
that
your check
comes
this
up.
week?"
I think it comes up when you are actually, you know,
You
like
live
going to
together.
be a
You
couple.
live together? Oh
I mean,
hell
Yeah.
no! I need to know
because
before we live together.
I,
Mm-mm.
you
It ain't
gotta
my
find
business until I live with you.
you do have to find out
I need to
how
know because if you
someone
can't pay
handles their
rent,
finances.
As
you
You
got
know,
a
long
whether they
problem.
are responsible. You know, I dated a dude that had a lot of money and he was very considerate to me and always sweet to me. But every time I went to his house, like his mail and shit was all over his fucking dining room table. I'm like, nigga, your life is financially messy. Cause you
Mm,
like this don't look like somebody that's handling their shit well.
Mm.
mm.
You know what I mean? Because that tells a story.
Mm-hmm.
You know
That's
what I
something to
mean?
think about.
And I'm not saying like not having like your mail like in a stack on the desk or whatever. No, his shit was just spread out and looked nuts.
Oh, I get what you're
Um,
saying.
and I watch financial shows, and I learned that even how you have your money in your wallet shows how you handle your finances.
Yeah. My
Like if
ex taught me
somebody
about that
opens their
too.
wallet and their shit's all popping out and shit's everywhere,
Yeah.
no.
I just a little small mental note. My ex always used to take my money out my wallet, flatten it out,
Hello.
and organize the small. You
Yes.
always put your
Yep.
smallest bills on the outside and let them
Yes.
lead up to
And
the
you gotta let it
largest
face on
bills.
it. You
ah,
gotta have the faces on the
that's a
outside
stripper
too. Yep.
move.
Yeah, and you gotta have the faces have to be lined up and
Yep.
everything. Like every
Yep.
bill has to be in order. Yeah.
I
That's a
learned that
stripper
from my
move.
dad.
Mm.
I learned that from my dad. He was always organized. He had a money clip and a wallet, and
Mm-hmm.
everything was always uniform. He was always game tight.
Mm. Let me get to some more comments. Brooklyn Honcho says, "This is like a slumber party, but I'm the fly on the wall."
Good description.
It's
Mills Lane,
lit.
Mills Lane says, "Brooklyn Honcho facts." Franchise Catering says, "You read beautifully through my typos." Yes, I speak Ebonics. It's okay.
I don't think that was ebonics. I was missing words.
Exactly. He said typos, not abbreviation.
Solo, you are stupid.
I speak typo. I speak typo. But Brooklyn Honcho says, "Damn, black women are beautiful for real." Shout out to
Oh,
Wow.
thank
Oh,
you.
love you.
Yeah.
yes.
I
And
didn't know how to make us blush.
and Brooklyn Honcho says the Honcho makes a pretty penny. So shout out to you.
Well, you said you was
Holler.
from Brooklyn. You said you from Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn is you from?
I
I
can't.
forgot where Brooklyn Honcho. I don't know if he said it
I'm
before.
just
He's
saying.
been
I
a
Wow.
great
put it out
supporter.
there. I just wanted to know.
He's been a great supporter. Now we need to wrap it up, and we need to teach the babies before we go. Any dating advice that you guys are going to give to the babies?
Can I go first?
Yes, yes, please, beauty.
Communication.
Mm,
Mm.
I love that
My
one.
Get
communication.
the hell off your phones and talk to each other. Some
Mm,
talk, hang out,
mm,
watch a movie, relax. Just do
Mhm.
one day like that. That
mm.
communication, I feel like a lot of relationships fail because this motherfucker up here and this motherfucker down here.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
They're not on the
Yeah.
nobody's on the same level because nobody's communicating. So I feel like communication
Yeah.
in a relationship is big. Never if you're afraid to talk to your significant other or whoever you're talking to, fuck buddy, whatever it is, if you're afraid to talk to them, you ain't got no business doing nothing you doing with them.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who wants to go next? Or should I go?
You go. I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to give advice saying to the babies to be free, to be, how could I explain this?
There go her favorite
To
song.
not be, I
Young
feel
Heart.
free.
No, I thought it was the Young
Oh,
Heart
run
Free again.
free. Never
Pick
leave
a
my
time. Pick a
bed.
Oh
time.
shit.
I'm gonna like my bed and
I can't.
me.
See,
Okay,
I
okay,
know
okay.
Vanessa too well. I gotta stop this.
But no, like I really think it's important to, I want to say be free, not be restricted, because a lot of times people go into things mentally and they say what they want to do and they say how they want to do things and they put restrictions on things before anything really even exists. So sometimes I feel like just being free and maybe just living in the moment,
Mhm.
you figure sometimes living in the moment, you find out what you discover something that you like that you didn't know that you liked,
Hmm.
or a certain quality about somebody that you like that you didn't think that you'd be okay with. So sometimes I feel like living in the moment and just existing could, help you navigate how you want to do things. So
Hmm.
sometimes just let go and let flow.
I love that.
Yes,
That does
it's
sound like a
deep.
good idea.
Yeah.
Solo time.
Eh?
Advice for the babies. Teach the babies solo
Advice for the babies.
when it comes to dating.
Um, have good intentions when you go on dates. Like, don't just date somebody because you think it's a good look to date somebody. Like for me in the generation that I'm in, I noticed that a lot of people date guys date the bitches that they feel like other niggas want to date, like the bad bitches, the bottle girls, the exotic chicks, the girls that make it easier for you to smash if you take them out and show them like I guess that lifestyle that they want to be accustomed to. You have to genuinely invest your time in people that you actually want to know. If
I
you
like
don't,
it.
Mhm.
you're gonna hate your date. You're gonna hate that person. You're gonna be mad at yourself when you see a bank statement because they ran through your shit and made you look real stupid.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Hmm. That's great
Yes.
advice.
And Priscinda, any advice for the babies
All
on
right.
dating? Let's teach
For
the
the babies
babies.
and for my young sisters, first of all, if somebody isn't treating you well, or, because there's a lot of domestic violence happening right now. If somebody's
Mm-hmm.
putting their hands on you or not treating you a particular way,
Stab them.
run.
My bad.
Run the
No,
other way.
don't
I
stab them.
promise you, run. That's
Don't
number
stab them.
one. Number two, enjoy your young life. You have your whole life to be attached to some nigga in some way, form, or fashion. Real men enjoy a woman that loves her life. So enjoy your young life. Travel, do things, have new experiences, like Vanessa said. Do like Beauty Doll says. Solo is 100% right. Okay? Last thing, last of all, I would say, other than enjoying your young life and doing things that are fun, if you want to be treated like a lady, act like one.
Mm,
I'm
That's
working on
it.
that. I'm a whole nigga, but I'm
That's
working on
it.
it.
mm-hmm. Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Did y'all really do jazz snaps just now?
I
Yes, I
love that
did.
she
Yeah.
did that. Thank you, Beauty. Yes.
Because
Grown
that's it.
women.
Yeah, because sometimes that's absolutely necessary for
Grown
ladies to hear.
women.
We have a little couple more comments before we go. Brooklyn Hunter says, "What's in the glass? Champagne. This is what I drink. I love to drink champagne. Champagne. Shout out to Brooklyn Honcho." And Brooklyn Honcho also says, "I see some ladies tonight that should be hanging with." Hmm.
Ow.
Blank
Wondering what the
man.
underscore is for. But yes, please let the people know where they could find you guys. It's your girl Vanessa Smiles, Vanessa underscore Smiles. You guys can find me there. And on Twitter, it's V Smiles. So you guys can follow me there. Beauty, where can the people find you at?
Like it says on the thing at Miss Beauty Doll,
Hey. And then
or on Twitter is at Miss Doll and Miss
go back to that.
dollsplayhouse.com. That's how you find everything.
Hey. And Solo, where can the people find you at?
Well, I want everybody to know next Tuesday is my birthday. So I'll be
Happy
expecting gifts from the
Oh,
Cash
happy
App and all the stuff
birthday.
like that.
Yes. Pop it on a
Um,
handstand.
Ow.
I'm not gonna try that. I'm turning 30. I know my lane, and bitch, I'm getting old.
No, come on,
Um,
let's do it.
You got a
so
pussy pop on a handstand just for the last time.
yeah, no. Um, I'm being a lady. Okay.
Ow.
Because I'm a
I wait
lay.
for the
Yes.
I wait for sheets for that. Um, all right, so you guys can find me at S0L0 underscore charm underscore.
And Persindo, where can they find you at?
And you can find me Presenda underscore INC on everything. PRECENDA underscore INC. I am the hit maker on all social media platforms.
All
Don't
right.
make her get up.
Don't make her get up. Can we get a photo before we leave, ladies?
I
1,
look crazy,
2.
really.
Wait, no, I'm never ready.
My wig look crazy.
Solo
Okay,
was
let's do it again.
cute
And
last
like,
week. No,
1.
Solo was cute last week. I'm ready.
Okay,
I
1,
look stupid too.
2. Move back a little bit, Priscilla. Just move back
Oh
just a
shit.
little bit.
See?
Well, you good right there, right where you were. There you go.
Yeah.
1.
Crazy.
Yes, perfect. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Thank you, ladies. This has been the Smile 69 Network Show. We will see you guys back again next Monday, 7 o'clock. Later, y'all.
Giddy up, your sex is like a sedative. You come up in the club. Oh my lord, say oh my lord. Slip in the west, got me made a puddle of our love. Kick me out the house, we all you through the intercom. But it's something about your making cheese that keep me coming home. You got my soul and I can't run. You're all I want, so let
Netflix and pills, cause I got no time to chill. Netflix and pills, we ain't got the time to chill.
Ain't got time for that. I'm building a spaceship, nigga. Bitches, he made this shit for me.
Don't love despite my struggles, baby, love me for my vision. I dropped out of the high, but shit, I could've went to prison. Oldest Burger Clinton, bitten. Sneaky suck your titties on the visit. You freaky when I want, but see, I see your intuition. You see your insecurities when peeking in the mirror. I taste divinity and how you season up the chicken. It taught my heartbeats to the singer. Yo, what's rhythm? I'm a slave to your inner thighs. You a slave to the outer limits of my mind. And that's okay, you even trade, cause trust is sublime. And what's love besides blindness, leading the blind? But anyway, sperm hit the egg, now we multiply. And now our universal footprint is stamped in time, stamped forever. Sometimes I wonder what our daughter be like. I hope that everything I got wrong, she'll get right. I hope she never get her OnlyFans and mini vids. I hope she always stay a virgin and have 6 kids. That don't make no sense.
Jump around if your man love you walk. Walk to the girl in a wine in a dark jacket, man on the half like a damn dog.
Monogamous.
Shorty gon' bust it for the bank, bank. Shorty gon' bust it for the bands, Shorty gon' bust it for the man. Like I'm an only fan, yeah. Only fan, yeah. Shorty gon' bust it for the bank, Shorty gon' bust it for the bands, yeah. Shorty gon' bust it for the man. Like I'm an only fan, yeah. Only fan.
They want passes, all access. I wonder what he finna do for access. I'm number one, she wanted done. This melanin keep impressed for the actions. My lips, hips, tits, clean that plate. Yes, I'm delicious. And I hate like pit bull jaws so tight they vicious. You tryna outdo who? Shove a penny for them weird shits. All them sideline eyes on sideline bitches. I like it rough, so I'm about to choke. Keep it sexy, get the bank, fuck it up, cause I'm doing the most. See a chick like me, that kid tryna be watching and acting ain't in me. Want a black love, quarter, pack like Remy. You my number one, everybody say that. Motherfucker, big drip, where it at? Kitty super so good, that's no cap. Show me you the nigga, and that's on stack. Daddy has subscribed, I know what you like. Eyes on me, we gon' get you right. Spend it like you miss it, bang bang all night. Spend it like this pussy get you bed a night.
Shorty gon' bust it for the bank, bang. Shorty gon' bust it for the bands. Shorty gon' bust it for the mans. Like I'm an only fan, yeah. Only fan, yeah.
Yeah,
Shorty gon' bust it for the bank. Shorty gon' bust it for the bands. Yeah. Shorty gon' bust it for the mans. Like I'm an only fan, yeah. Only fan, yeah.
it's access, all access. You steady watching, fuck around, I give them access. And it's nighttime, oh me, I been about that action. This ass shut it down, now he wanna act fool with it. Ooh with it, tongue in the ass like you know what to do with it. Vice grip on the thighs, looking in my eyes, deep stroke fantasize. Yep, how I move with it. What it do, baby? Mama know what you want, that's real shit. Not slick, imagine my mouth from your sack to your motherfucking tip. Never with the game, so recognize a real bitch. On demand, pay-per-view, kill switch on the cell. They wanna withdraw the freak from the pussy of a rich bitch. You my number one, everybody say that. Motherfucker, big drip, where it at? Kitty super so good, that's no cap. Show me you the nigga, and that's on stacks. Daddy has subscribed, I know what you like. Eyes on me, we gon' get you right. Spend it like you miss it, bang bang all night. Spend it like this pussy get you bed a night.
Shorty gon' bust it for the bank. Shorty gon' bust it for the bands.